Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Marco Anime, and I'm coming in here with, coming at you with another video. Today's video is gonna be like a short discussion, I guess. But before we get into the video, I want to say that I will have a new outro, intro, and overlay soon. Still working on that. It should be in within the next week. I also expect more live streams now that I have got my software and stuff situated, and we can move further on together. But anyway, let's get into today's video. As you can see in the title, I said Code Vein is not worth a full $60. Now you can easily say that a lot of Bandai games are not worth $60, with the example of Shinobi Striker and Jump Force. Those games are not worth a full 60 or a full 100 or a full 250 or whatever you paid for both of those, and it's completely understandable. But now with Code Vein, it was a lot of potential shown in the beta, and it was a lot of potential shown before beta, and just with announcements alone. Now, of course, if you're like a big Dark Souls fans, or you like action RPGs like that, hack and slash, basically, this is all for you. This is a full $60 game for you. But I feel like for me, in my opinion, this game is not worth a full 60. Now, first, we're going to get into the topic of that it is a Tokyo Ghoul copy, and yes, a lot of y'all have actually noticed that on Twitter, on the Tokyo Ghoul, on the beta on Twitter, and y'all used the beta hashtag, and a lot of y'all were making comparisons to Tokyo Ghoul, and yes, it had Tokyo Ghoul comparison with the Kagane, the RC cells, the eyes glowing, the ghoul eyes, whatever. It was all there, and they tried to switch the story that it was a vampire type shit, and it was basically Tokyo Ghoul. So we're going to just leave that out the way, and that's not really the real reason I feel like this game is not $60, but I just wanted to point that out. The real reason this game is not really worth the full $60 because the game actually gets boring after a while. Now, a lot of y'all are going to complain and talk about he doesn't like the grind, he doesn't do this, he doesn't do that. I'll play 2K. That's a boring grind. I don't want to hear it. Anyway, it gets to the point where you do so much, and if you're under level, you can even be over level 4 and you're still getting papped. It's just because of how strong those monsters are. Now, that could have just been from a beta standpoint, and that just could have showed something, and whatever. Also, exploring the world was kind of nice, but I feel like they need to improve on mechanics a lot, and they need to make mechanics smoother. That was the reason for the delay of Code Vein, because Code Vein was originally supposed to release it last year, but they've pushed it back, and it releases this year in September. Now, this game will still be covered on the channel, don't get me wrong. I'm still going to copy it, most likely, probably not day one, but if I copy day one, it's because I just have money to waste, and it's right there. But like I said, the game kind of gets boring after on, and it drags, and I'm not trying to say that the game is fully boring, because when you have that game with a friend, it gets fun because you goof off around and stuff, and a lot of other stuff. Also, that is another thing, they need to expand the online mode. I don't want to play with one friend and an AI that dies in the first 5 seconds. I want a whole group of friends. It needs to be at least 4 people online playing. That game is a grind, and it'll be an even funner grind if you have your friends with you online. It shouldn't be 2 players and an AI, because AI wasn't worth shit in the beta, and I know it was kind of but in the beta, you could replay that mission enough to where you actually could exceed the level that you needed to be to really actually play that. You needed to be a level 44. I got all the way to a level 60, and I still was getting papped. And don't say I was trash, it's because those monsters were actually broken, and it wasn't really well balanced. And I should automatically be broken because of my weapons and all that. But again, it's a beta, we can't get full access to all weapons and whatnot. So anyway, I just feel like the game really wasn't worth the full 60 in my opinion, unless I see big improvements on final release and they show some more stuff that is kind of final release. But right now, this is just an open world hack and slash to me, and it's like an anime Dark Souls, basically, like they've been saying, with a Tokyo Ghoul mix. But anyway, let me know what you think about Code Vein in the comment section. Make sure you like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, and peace.